Okay, this morning we want to address primarily the fathers and grandfathers here today. And we want to make a contrast of two different kinds of fathers that we find in the early chapters of the book of Genesis. Abraham and Lot. Very different walks of life, and they had two very different families. And we read in 2 Peter that Lot was a just man, meaning he was justified by faith. But had we only had the Old Testament, we never would have known that. I think most would assume that Lot was not a believer, but we discover in the New Testament that he was a true believer in the Lord, even though he didn't walk by faith. He didn't appear to be a true believer. But God knows the heart, and God's word is true, and God knows the condition and position of every human being on the planet. And sometimes fruit is not easily seen by us, because God knows the hearts, and we can only see the external fruit. And so Peter speaks of Lot as a just man who was justified by faith. And he said he had a righteous soul, so we know that he was righteous, and that he was used as an example of God delivering the godly out of trouble. And so, yes, Lot was clearly a true believer, but a carnal one. And Abraham, on the other hand, nobody questions whether he was a believer or not. He is the ultimate example that Paul uses in the New Testament of a man who is justified by faith. And we see that in the book of Romans, in Romans chapter 4. But these two